Hi, my name is Ren, and I'm a Reiki master teacher, a hypnotherapist. I've been a counselor for a really long time and was in private practice for about 8 years as a therapist. And something happened to me on Sunday that kind of shook me a little bit, and I'm coming through it. And I just wondered if other people had any similar kinds of experiences, anything that might resonate with you if I shared what happened. So I was going on a canoe trip with my partner, and I was very excited about it. It was a beautiful day. Could not have been a more beautiful day in Michigan in October. It was 80 degrees and sunny, and because it's not typical to be that warm in Michigan, it was just kind of us on the river. So it was also kind of private and felt peaceful and calm, and I was noticing a lot of animals and birds, and we were joking around. And then in just one instant, I saw myself floating towards quite a large tree trunk that had sort of inserted itself into a break in the river where there was a rapids, and the rapids had an undercurrent. And I can still see the branch coming at me. I was the front, my partner was in the back. And before I knew it, I was under the canoe and under the branch, and the canoe was under the branch, and I was gone. Not totally gone, but I remember thinking no. And then I don't know what happened after that. And my partner says that he realized I was under both the large tree limb and the canoe, and I was also wearing a life vest, so it was sort of like a perfect storm between the rapids, the life vest kind of like pushing me up into the canoe. I don't know what I would have done if he wouldn't have been there, if he wouldn't have noticed, right? Like I kind of don't remember much after that word no. So obviously I made it. I got a concussion. I have bruising all down the left side of my body, but I feel like that's really nothing compared to what could have happened, what may have happened otherwise. I've been sitting with this a lot because I have a lot of spiritual practices, and I feel very close and connected to my divine self, my soul self, and my angels, my guides, my ancestors. I sit in meditation and use my gong every day and pull cards and meditate. So it really caught me off guard. Um, I didn't know what it meant. And so I was just kind of trying to work it out and sitting with my journal, doing this thing called automatic writing, right? Which is I tune in to my soul self, my heart center. I do my best to release biases or fear or energy that maybe I picked up somewhere that isn't mine, or that wouldn't be conducive to opening to the divine. And then I just kind of start writing. So I was doing that and sort of asking questions, and it came to me because I am mostly clairsentient, and I don't know if you've heard of the clairs, but they're sort of like extrasensory perceptions. So clairsentience is like a clear feeling, so like I can feel an energy, and then claircognizance, I get kind of like a clear knowing, like a word or a phrase will pop in, or maybe like oh, it's just kind of coming to me, and then sort of understand it. And as I'm still working through it, but as best as I can figure, um, our souls choose potential exit points before we come to this place called Earth, which is a beautiful learning lab where we get to try on personalities, careers, friendships, relationships. Anyway, this is how I've been working out why we're here, because I'm still asking myself, why am I still here, since it only happened a few days ago. Um, anyway, so take what you want from what I'm saying, and swirl it around in your own intuition and your own knowing, because maybe something is different for you. But for me, it has become clear that this was sort of an exit point for my soul, in which I wanted to meet with my team of light, um, and maybe decide whether or not to continue to stay on our school. So I don't know. I guess I'm really interested and curious in whether or not something like that has happened to you. I've been in a lot of accidents in my life, car accidents, stuff like that. So I kind of wonder, if those were sort of potential points where I could maybe go home, is what I'll say. Go home to the light, to the energy of all that is. Um, so anyway, I hope that sharing this helps in some way, or it brings something up in you that helps you be curious about your divine team, or why you're here. And I'm gonna start doing things, I think, a little bit differently. I think I'm more grateful than I was before this happened, and more interested in following my heart and living from my heart. I thought I was doing okay before, but now it's almost like all I have is now. This is the time. So what do I want to do with it, and how will that make me feel, connection, or helpful or free, or whatever that energy is that I want to be feeling. So I'd love to hear if you have anything to share on this topic. I guess we would call this a near-death experience. I definitely was not breathing when I came out of the water, and did catch my breath, obviously. But I went somewhere. So if you're still here, thanks for listening. And I'd love to know anything you have on the topic to share. Thank you.